Bueno, una vez cuando te get back down, connect on.
¡Viva el Perú! Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
Raul, Drogba, Courtois claims comfortably.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Lewandowski. Gets a good foot in there. Gehi makes the interception. Knocks it into space. Now it's Drogba. Nicely aimed pass. Great vision. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Quarter of an hour played.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
He's shifting through the gear. It's Drogba! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. Serginho. Header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, here's one of the standout names of his day, Jim. Dragan Stojkovic.
Yeah, Peter, there was a time when the Balkans produced an incredible number of truly remarkable footballers, and out of them all, he was probably the best, at least technically, I'd say.
And the crowd love him. They're chanting his name. He is their hero. There's little doubt about that.
Well, they can hope for some more heroics here, I guess.
Raul. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through. Real chance here. And he shoots!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now. Amiens have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Messi. Well, that has not gone well. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's found... There's the header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. The delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Tries to play it through. And it's Iniesta. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, it's played into the area. Rice! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Lewandowski. Raul. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Iniesta. Now it's Messi. Iniesta. Lovely bit of skill. Lewandowski gets flagged offside. Serginho, and he's managed to get free. Ball's chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's Lewandowski. Well read, nice interception. And it's lofted through here. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he welcomes it in. He has found the way through. Oh, what has happened here? And he's quick to get it clear again. Lewandowski. And they're back on the ball again. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second. Mbappe gets through on his own. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To get them off and running. And that's a poor penalty.
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
The less said about that pass, the better. Oh, that's Iniesta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Iniesta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Iniesta. That's a throw. And this is Lewandowski. Stojkovic. Now, can they get him away? And he was quick to react. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Messi hurtling down that right flank. That's a good ball out wide. Messi. That's an imaginative pass. Well read, nice interception. And this is Lewandowski. He's in plenty of space here. Messi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking to play him in. And that pass just didn't quite work. Quality ball. And still, we await the first breakthrough. And here's Mbappe. Guehi gets good distance on it. Can he get on the end of this?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Saliba cuts it out. He's got away. Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's picked his way through. Now it's Drogba. Well timed, excellent interception. Vardiol goes on a run down the left wing. Messi. It's a good run down the right. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got two. It's in. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front foot.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Liverpool really could have done without this. So this to extend their lead. Oh, and that should have been two.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Messi. That's a sharp pass. He is through here. Raul. And that has sent him sprawling. Danger averted for now. That's a little off target. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Amiel are doing very... That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking. Good strike, quite an alarm. Liverpool ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Cross needs to be good. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Some resolute defending there. That's a cute ball. Nice looking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Oh, easy pickings there. Vardiol. And here's Azar. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Messi, looking for options for movement. There's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for... And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. Centre of attention, of course, Zico. Now he can play.
Well, you know, he isn't just a playmaker, Peter. He puts the hard yards in, and he has the presence to be quite a strong leader too.
So it's no surprise that so many idolise him and emulate him.
Brazilian flair and elegance is tough to emulate, but very easy to admire.
Played out to the left flank. Iniesta. Not the most accurate pass. Kimmich. Gehi cuts out the pass. Now it's Lewandowski, and he was quick to react. Azar. Now he's got space here. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Red Star clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now,
Can he finish? Isak concedes a free kick for that. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Messi. Oh, beautifully shaped ball.
Iniesta.
Yaya Toure! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yaya Toure really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Liverpool with the corner, they're first. And Messi! Keeper's not concerned by that.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
No goals as yet. He's through here. Isak! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He's there to head it! And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get on the end of this? And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that has not gone well. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Back into the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Spread out to the left. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Hazard, and that was nowhere near his best. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great defending, strong and determined. Guti.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is ended up in no man's land. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And Rice! It's loose now and they want to get it back. They're urging him to shoot. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And reclaimed it in a trice. Nicely weighted ball. Guti does well to get it back. Now it's Forlan. Isak is in a really good position out wide. Shoots! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Red Star clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Pass somewhat off target. Well, that has not gone well. Threads one in. Can he get onto this? Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. Played back in. Lewandowski. Courtois gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Van Dijk. No way through there. Can he get it through? Forlan. Isak was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rodri. That's a cute ball. Those looking wide. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Iniesta. Guti. Zico. Chips it through. Time and again they are repelled. Azar. Oh, there's a probing ball. Kimmich. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Zico.
Red Star are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Isak! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Liverpool still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Isak. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Looking for the run. Gehi calmly anticipates. Now it's Messi. Iniesta. Royce.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That has been slung wide. Royce. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lewandowski. Red Star can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Lewandowski. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He shifted it to the flank. 75 minutes played. Guti. Out to the left it goes. Back into the middle.
Red Star clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
It's a promising position. Alexander-Arnold attempts a clearance.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Royce. Number 22, Iniesta. Number 16, Rodri. Coming on the field, number 4, Phil Foden. Number 14, Hazard. Number 6, Eduardo Camavinga.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Toure gets it away. Zico. The ball goes in. Defending of the desperate variety. In once more. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Now it's Foden. Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's superb. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that should have been two.
Mbappe really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vinicius Junior.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Courtois deals with that nice and simple.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's intervened well there. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice intercept. And there goes the final whistle. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Please join me in wishing.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. That's a sharp pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he shoots! He's delivered all right! The breakthrough strike! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Guardiola. He's shifting through the gears here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. And we have our very first corner. Cleared without complication. Knocks it into space. He's in space and looking for options. Lewandowski bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that was nowhere near his best. Spread out to the left. Played in. Big header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Out towards the flank. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And this is Royce. And Royce! It's a loose, and it's come back out to him. He's scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's picked his way through. Now it's Rafinha. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Iniesta. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ribery. That's Guardiola. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Messi. Koulibaly. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Lewandowski. And again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
This might spell danger. Rabiot. Ribery. Iniesta. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Rafinha. He's had it taken off him. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Iniesta has it in a wide position. Iniesta. And they win it back again. Guardiola charging forward, the ball at his feet, and the through ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Decent chance! No mistake! Back to within one! Interesting! That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Liverpool heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that has left him in a heap. And here's Neymar. And that's been won straight back. Oh, played through for the wide man. Royce. Not the most accurate pass. Rabiot.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Ribéry wins the duel this time.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's found a way through. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
Hello, everybody, and quick
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Liverpool head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we are back on the way. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Alexander-Arnold has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And it's Roberto Carlos. Barcola looking to run onto it. Oh, what a climb! He scores! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish.
Royce! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And this is Messi. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's nice. Real chance! Oh, another save. It's their second corner of the game.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, nicely intercepted. Guardiola. Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes. Barcola picks it up out wide. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Alexander-Arnold has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off.
The attendance for this
What a
match
throw
was
in.
28,997.
Tries to play it through. Well timed, excellent interception. Royce proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Can he get it through? Shot. He's had a shot! It's a goal! And the comeback is complete. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
On the field, number 10.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Coming on
This is the perfect example of how to play with...
Shapes to shoot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Substitution on the field, number 20.
So, time for changes
Messi.
on both sides,
Coming on the
actually.
field
This
is
looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Liverpool have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
No, it's come to nothing.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Substitution on the field, number 22, Iniesta. Number 18,
And it's Roberto Carlos.
Robert Lewandowski.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Field, number
Cross needs to be
14,
good.
Hazard. Number
Has a shot!
20, Mbappe.
And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Half an hour gone in the second half. It's a searching pass. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Pass somewhat off target. Bernardo Silva. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he plays one through. It's Luis Suarez! And somehow he managed to miss it. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Hazard. Driving on and making good progress. He is through here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Yaya Toure! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Bernardo Silva, over to the left. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, that's well spotted.
There will be 5 minutes added
And
time.
once more, he proves rigid and robust. Quality ball. And this is Hazard. He has found the way through. Chance! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And it's made its way to him. Rabiot. And that's going up front in a hurry. 5 minutes to add. And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win. And I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin. Thanks. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And as you can see, we've already started here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Threads one in. He has a look up. He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim? Takes a shot! Goal! Sporting! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, that looks a decent ball. Lovely, now then. Iniesta. Now Yaya Toure. Messi. And reclaimed it in a trice. Vardiol. And it's Van Dijk. Played in. Van Dijk clears it away. Vardiol tries to clear.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Yaya Toure. And it's Iniesta.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Sporting with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Punched away. Liverpool are looking to go forward now. And he's worked it through, and it's made its way to him. Tries a shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Camavinga. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vardiol goes on a run down the left wing. He's picked his way through. Shot a goal! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Royce.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Mbappe. Now it's Foden. And here's Valverde. Iniesta. Liverpool are looking to break at pace. Strong running down that left flank. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Mbappe looking to add to his goal. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Messi. Mbappe! And that has been knocked clear. It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. And this is Lewandowski. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out.
Sporting have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Iniesta.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Lewandowski. Now it's Rodri. Sporting can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, no joy this time. Gehi wins the duel this time. Iniesta aims beyond the defence. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Now it's Rodri. And it's Messi. Yaya Toure. Here's a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yaya Toure really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Liverpool have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Vardiol. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. And this is Kane. Oh no, this does not look good. Quick look, then plays it in. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Valverde was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Yamal. Knocks it into space. Nice interception, well timed. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's a searching pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well timed, excellent interception. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. That's a good ball out wide. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, easy pickings there. Iniesta. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. That has been cut short. Oh, what a mistake! It's run loose here. Van Dijk. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
In towards the... He gets big! No, not the best of headers.
Vamos divulgar uma substituição.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Toure does really well to win the ball there.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Kane really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
He's got away. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Martinez did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Kane. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle.